Okay, I just wanted to show you guys, I decided I'm going to redo my pantry and organize it. I know I've talked about that several times on my channel, but I went to IKEA and it was a total bust for pantry organization stuff, at least what I had in mind. I didn't find anything. So last night I went with my friends to Home Goods and I found a bunch of stuff. So all of this was like $157 and some change. I can't remember the exact amount, but I found these baskets. I got 2 of the big ones and I like that they have the handles on them, and 2 medium size. I might go back and grab 1 small because they had small as well, but these were pretty, I thought they were decent price. So the big ones are $9.99 and the medium, sorry, I almost said small, the medium were $7.99. I believe the smalls were $4.99 or $5.99. This I thought was super cute. I love the copper. I wanted to incorporate copper into my pantry, and I already have a basket in there from Target that's like a copper wire basket. So this, it says utensils, but I'm actually going to use that for straws, I think. I got a bunch of canisters to organize stuff. So at first I was looking for something a little cheaper, and I was looking at some other brands on Amazon that were kind of like knockoffs of the, I don't know if it's OXO or OXO, and these are pricey, but the reviews are so worth it, and I feel like you kind of get what you pay for. So I did go ahead and splurge on these. I might go back and grab some more as well. They had more different sizes and more of the bigger ones, but I wanted to start with these. I thought 6 was a good number to start out with. I could come back and see what else I need. I love how easy they are, the pop-up on the lid, so I thought that was nice. And I just know that these would last for years to come, so it's totally worth the money. I did grab, this one's a different brand. I don't know, I might return it and get one of the other ones, but it was $7.99, and it's a brown sugar keeper. It's a little smaller than this one, and this one was $10.99, so that one's $9.99. So it is quite a bit cheaper. This cool thing is like a Lazy Susan, and it's a 2-tier shelf. So I'm going to put this in the corner of my pantry, and I'm going to put some things on there. Not quite sure exactly what yet, but I like that it popped up and it was 2 tiers. I'm also going to put, I'm ordering some things off Amazon to organize my spices and all that kind of stuff. I just haven't placed the order yet. I'm kind of going through and weeding out and kind of narrowing down my list because I had a lot in my cart that I was looking at. I thought these baskets were cute because they're the copper, and the top part kind of matches these baskets that I got. But I thought these would be good for stuff like onions. They're always sitting out on my counter. So I thought I would grab these. That way it's in the pantry, put away, and it's not just sitting on the shelf. So I grabbed this one. They had a smaller one, I think. So this medium size one was only $4.99, and then the big one was $5.99. Not sure what I'm going to use the big one for. I thought about putting like mangoes and stuff in it, but I'm not really sure. A lot of my fruit I put in the fridge, so we'll have to think about this, what I'm going to do with that. And then I wanted to show you, when I went to IKEA, the one thing I did find was this bamboo utensil organizer, I guess you could call it. They had 3 different sizes, but I liked that this one took up the whole drawer because my old one was a plastic one, and every time you would open the drawer, it would kind of like slide and go sideways, and everything was just a big mess. So now I have it all nice and neat and organized. I do want to get some new silverware, but I have everything all organized. I have Aniston's silverware back there, and then chip clips and things like that. So I'm also considering getting something to organize my spices with and just moving all of my spices to the pantry. I have so much space in my pantry, and right now it's really hard to find what spices I want. I have to move things out of the way and read the box, like, you know, pull them from behind and try to read and see what I'm finding. So this is a really big cabinet too. It goes back into the side. So I think I'm going to get something to organize the spices and like the olive oils and stuff like that, and move all of that to the pantry. That way it's organized on some kind of shelving, and I have a little bit more space in that cabinet. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but we will see. Because I also have these 2 cabinets as well. I think I'm going to, so here's my before of the pantry. I gotta get that mug rack out of here. It's not bad, it's just not organized at all. It's just kind of a messy cluster. So I thought if I moved all my spices, these are like my extra spices, but if I got some kind of shelving and moved all my spices and my olive oils and everything up here and got them out of the way, I have my pastas and rice and everything down there. The bread, I'm going to get a bread box for that. And just kind of, I'm going to play around with it. I have some ideas, and I do want to make it more like decorated in here and work on the decor since the door is open a lot of times to the kitchen. So I am going to move my griddle that's right there into this cabinet. I have my crock pot in there, some cookie sheets and all that kind of fun stuff. And I might try to move these as well. It just depends on what I end up doing in here. So I just wanted to give you a quick shot of the before of my pantry. I'm going to start working on organizing it with the things I got. And then tomorrow I'm also going to run back to Home Goods and TJ Maxx and see what else I can find, if there's anything decor-wise or more organizational stuff I can get. And then I'm going to probably place my Amazon order tonight or tomorrow. Maybe I'll wait until tomorrow to see what I find here in town. And then I will make sure I do an after tour of it. I'll kind of do little clips as I go along and grab new things and show you. But for now, I'm going to organize and start with what I have. That way I kind of get an idea of what else I need. So I figured this would be a good start, and I will get started on this and come back when I find some more stuff. And then I am so excited for the end result because I cannot wait to show you guys what that will look like. I think it's going to be really amazing. So hang with me. So first I decided to clean everything out of the pantry. I needed to find a new spot for all the things that I did not want in the pantry. So we had like file folders, swimming bags, things like that. So I knew I could move certain things like my griddle around, and I wanted this to solely be only stuff that needed to be in the pantry. I did not want this space to end up being like a catch-all, how it was before with mail on the racks and everything like that. So I started out just taking everything out so I could kind of tackle each shelf one at a time. Once I got all the big stuff out of the way, I went in with my little vacuum and just vacuumed out the floor and around the baseboards, and I also did the shelving. That way I could wipe everything down with the Clorox wipes and I wouldn't have any crumbs or anything like that. I just wanted to do a nice little deep clean of the pantry. And honestly, I didn't have that much work to do since we did just move in June, and I cleaned the pantry before we moved in. So it was just kind of wiping everything down, making sure it was nice and clean and ready to go. So after I got the pantry vacuumed out and wiped down, it was time to fill up the canisters I got. So here you can see I'm kind of just taking my time and figuring out what to do. I wanted to put the flour in my Rae Dunn flour canister, but then I had to decide what to do with the rest of the clear canisters that I got at Home Goods. And it was all kind of just trial and error. I wanted to make sure that I was utilizing them the best that I could, and that I wasn't putting stuff in it that really we weren't going to use a lot or that didn't need to be in there. So I'm kind of just playing around with it. I didn't know how I was going to organize everything, and that is probably my biggest tip for you guys, is just kind of play around with it and take it a little bit at a time. I kind of just went shelf by shelf, and that really made it a whole lot easier. After I got everything organized and put back in the pantry how I wanted it, I put up my decor that I got. Most of it was from Hobby Lobby with the exception of 2 items, and after I played around with it and had it how I wanted it, I came back in with the Mrs. Meyer's Acorn Spice multi-purpose cleaning spray and wiped the whole top shelf down. I wish I would have had this stuff when I started my whole pantry reorganization because it smells amazing. But I wiped everything down and got everything set up, and I was good to go. Hey guys, it's finally time to show you the pantry, and I am super excited. It turned out better than I could have hoped. So first I just want to show you before we go in, I got this super cute wreath on sale at Hobby Lobby. And then Chris also hung up my mug rack for me. So I just put a few mugs up with my little gather sign for Thanksgiving. I love that I can decorate this for different holidays, and I can always switch the mugs in and out. So I'm really happy to have that back up. But let's go in and check out the pantry. Okay guys, so there's a ton of stuff different in here. One of my favorite things we did that probably cost the least amount was the light. So we got this light on Amazon. It was under $15, and it just completely changed the whole look of the pantry. It was one of the builder grade like dome lights beforehand. So we just switched that out and put an Edison bulb in to kind of go with like our farmhousey theme. And I also didn't know what I was going to do with the whole top shelf that goes all the way around. We have a lot of storage space, and I didn't want the pantry to look bare, but at the same time I kind of wanted to decorate it because the kids do leave it open a lot. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got all of this stuff at Hobby Lobby all on sale. The tray was from Home Goods. And then I got the little plant at TJ Maxx, but I just decided to do a little bit of decor. I didn't want it to look so plain and boring. You guys probably also remember earlier in the video I showed you the canisters I bought. So I organized some of our snacks like the almonds, granola, goldfish, pretzels are all in the canisters. And then I took the baskets I got at Home Goods and I just organized their snacks in it. This one just has fruit snacks and Annie's bunny crackers. This one has their like coconut bars and more crackers. Down here we have the fig bars and some applesauce pouches. And this one is all of the pirate booty and some brownies. So that's kind of how we have their snacks organized for now. I also got this super cute little pouch thingy at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But this big bin has all of our chips and crackers in it. So we have extra crackers in here to go in the bins when they run out. There's some wheat thins, just some chips. So I like that they're in this and up and hidden away, so you don't have to look at the ugly bag. And then over here, I have some of my baking stuff. There's like the vanilla, the sprinkles, baking powder, stuff like that. Just some extra paper towels and napkins. I do have some cleaning items here. This is the stuff I got from Grove Collaborative, and I love it. And I just thought the little caddy was super cute, so why not leave it out and displayed. Some more cleaning things, some baby wipes to wipe the counters with or whatever, and then more Ziploc bags. And then here I got this super cute bread box on Amazon. And it actually fits a ton. I need to get another loaf of bread to put in, but it keeps everything organized and kind of out of sight, out of mind. We just have kind of a miscellaneous thing down here with my rice cakes and some random snacks for the kids. This has avocados and onions in it. I have some pears here. I'm waiting for them to ripen up. And then these are just like our extras. So extra ketchup, barbecue sauce, all that kind of stuff. And then here is our canned goods. This is the shelf I got at Home Goods. And I just decided, I don't have a lot of canned goods, so we just needed one. So I put all of our canned goods here. Got all of our oils and vinegars on the turntable, and then the baking shelf has all of the flours, sugars, and everything like that. We've also got the spices. This is probably one of my favorite transformations because they were all crammed in a really awkward cabinet, and now they're all displayed nice and neat, and it's so much easier to find things. So I just love having those there now. We also have like some breakfast items here, just like syrup and things like that, and then you've got our pastas and rice. And then down on the very bottom is just a bunch of instant oatmeal and then extra seasonings, spices, and then marinades. So we've kind of just turned this into, I feel like we really utilize the space now. If you remember before, I'm going to put in the video at the beginning the before of the pantry, and we had like a random stack of mail, plastic bags just sitting out here that we could use for things. I've got those stored in here now in this cute little wooden crate. So those are out of the way. And then we also hung up our big calendar from Hobby Lobby. So we can just write on here what's going on real quick with the kids and everything we have going on. And then our mail also now goes in this really cute little mail holder that I got at TJ Maxx. It just keeps things picked up and put away, and I'm still able to display all of Aniston's artwork from school. So this is what we did with the pantry. It really turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I debated on painting it or wallpapering it, and wallpapering it might not be out of the question. Chris is happy about that. But for now, I'm happy with how it turned out. So I think that this will the better use of space, and it's going to serve our family, hi Aniston, a lot better now that we have it organized and we know where everything is. So thanks for all your suggestions. You guys had so many great suggestions, and I cannot wait to tackle the laundry room next. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys.